Hope you're all doing great. And yeah, it's been a while since I shared one of these videos. So this one comes because one of my students sent me a video link and of someone that was sending him videos on support and resistance, and was busy mentioning things like the stochastic and moving averages, and it was really painful to look at. It was painful to watch. So here is the ultimate. This is the simplest strategy. If you can master this, then you're scaling up your trading in that. Let me just pull out my drawing tools immediately, put them there, and this is it. Look, when price closes below this low here, okay, just like this candle here, okay, if the next candle closes above this low here, okay, this low then becomes our next level of support in this case. And for whatever I'm saying, you just flip it to for sell side. Okay, so right now we're looking for a long position. So in this case we have this low here, okay, 1.36856, okay, that I have marked out. So price broke below, okay, and remember we're looking at the monthly time frame up there. So price broke below and is now above. Okay, so here's what happens. We're looking at this point here, at this level, as our next level of support. Remember, like I always say, where price finds support in the past, it will always find support in the future. Where price finds resistance in the past, it will always find resistance in the future. Okay, so let's drop down to the weekly time frame and see if we can find something there. Take out our drawing tools. Let's go. That's the weekly time frame. So we can't exactly see anything here, right? I mean, we look at this, price came and touched this, and I mean it's dropping really fast. So let's go down to the daily. Still all we see is, you know, a strong bullish candle. Price is moving down, but then again being rejected, and then we have two daily relatively equal lows and then two relatively equal lows down here. So basically what we know is that there's an area of liquidity around here. There's a lot of liquidity around here. So let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame and see if we can try to find what exactly is happening here. Okay, fine, there it is. Okay, so let's look at this. Yeah, price finds support there, price finds support there, price finds support right there, again support there. Okay, so once we enter this area of noise here, we find what's happening. Price shoots up and now is in a very strong reversal. Where do you think price is going to find the next support? Right here, pushing for higher heights. Okay, so let's prove this. Let's see if this is really. So how do we find our targets in this case here? And take out our drawing tools in this case. So what we're going to do is what we do in this case is, since price made a high here, another high here, this was last week's high, what we're going to do is find the standard deviation of this high here. Okay, so because today is the Friday the 18th of July, so what we're going to do is find the standard deviation of this level from this swing high right here, okay, to this low that we've marked. That's the 1.36856. okay, so all we do is pull out our fib and pull this out, and this is what our fib is giving us. Okay, so the standard deviation, sorry about that. Okay, so the standard deviation from this high here, okay, right there, look at that right there, that is our standard deviation. From here, the distance to that point there gives us a standard deviation of 1.3618, and that right there happens to be this here. Is what happens to give us this week's high here. So let me just bring this down, mark this out, copy that and paste that there and there. Look at that blistering accuracy. All you have to do is find one standard deviation of this swing high, this swing low to this swing high, and look at how the standard deviation precisely picks out this high here. So again, what do we say? Where price finds resistance in the future, it will definitely find resistance sorry, where price found resistance in the past, it will definitely be finding resistance in the future. And as such, this right here becomes my entry, okay? And that right there, sorry, that becomes my target. Let's just place this order right away. Let's see, we talked of 2 daily equal lows somewhere down. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go with let's see, I'm going to go with 1.368, and then I'm going to go with profit target of 1.38600 in that case. And that right there is my order. Okay, get in slightly early. So this is the low here. Okay, price I know is going to swing somewhere around here, but that right there is our ultimate objective. So guys, support and resistance, where price found support in the past, it doesn't matter how much price oscillates in between, price is definitely going to trigger this deal here, and that right there is your target. Okay, look at the way price behaved in the past. Once price got here, it was strongly rejected. Price got here, strong rejection. Price got here, look at that doji there, strong rejection. So as price comes here, if it picks this high here, then you know that there's no way out. Price is coming to drop right here. That's your target. No guesswork, no moving averages, no stochastics, no guesswork. This is the ultimate. Master this and you're not going to spend 20-30 years practicing moving averages or anything of that sort. Anyways, thanks for watching this. This is King saying adios. Peace out.